Hey, what's up, wonderful people? Welcome to the Extra Show right here on the Blackwood Financial. We trust that everyone is doing fantastic on yet another wonderful Friday, being on the 6th day of April, the year 2021. How is everyone doing? I am glad that you are tuning in, and of course, we never take your company for granted. It's always a vibe every time that you get to link up. And remember, you can get a hold of us on our different social media platforms. You can find me on Spikes54, and we are looking forward to having an interesting as an engaging conversation. Today, we do have a guest in studio with us, and she happens to be a vibe as well. Remember, like I said, you can get a hold of us on our social media. We are the 254_Express on Twitter. You can also find us also on Instagram at 254Express Show, and we are discussing all matters entertainment. We did play your jam. That was Lagos Rhythm, and it's done by the one and only Lex the Wolf. You can also find him under Wave Music. Is available on Spotify, and also his music is available on other different platforms such as YouTube. Make sure you check out the brother. He's doing some wonderful Afrobeat, which is what we shall be discussing right here on the show for today. Remember, if you do have any questions for us, like I said, you can get a hold of us on our social media platforms. It's really interesting when we get to hear from you. And like I said, we do have a wonderful guest in the studio with us. She goes by the name Scom. Karibu sana.
Thank you for having me.
We are glad that you are with us today, and it's always a vibe when you get to link up. And I would just like to ask you, how has your week been? You know, we understand it has been the Easter weekend.
How has your weekend been? Easter has been lit. I'm happy Easter, but like mine was awesome. I don't know about yours. It was a
party after party, or it was just chilling in. For me, it was really more about chilling in and just getting to, see people have fun, because COVID, as it is, has had people indoors the whole time. You cannot even go jam. Other club or any other place, because all these places have been locked up in Nairobi. But for you, seems like maybe you had some wonderful time with the family.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Easter is for family, especially right now. We could not have go out and stuff.
Yeah.
So it was indoors, but it was still fire. So
it was still awesome. Yeah. Still seems like there's some stories will not be asking. will not be asking about. It seems like the people decided to do what do you call this? Mutai's nephew. They say it's Mastingo, and they are always somewhere doing some mischief. But nonetheless, this is the actual show, and we are vibing, and of course, like you said, today we shall be discussing Afrobeat. Let me ask you, Scom, when did you first discover,
Afrobeat.
Your passion for Afrobeat?
Yeah, I think around 2016.
Yeah.
When we started, that time I remember WizKid was lit in
the
clubs and everywhere.
Yeah.
So that's when I discovered actually Afrobeat.
Yeah.
Plus I started having Nigerian friends.
Yeah.
And they're the ones who really introduced me to the Afrobeat.
I will not be asking whether you have close Nigerian friends. I will not ask that question.
I do have a few.
And some people talk about Nigerians in all different kinds of aspects. They do say Nigerians, man, they do the most. But nonetheless, I just would like to know, apart from WizKid, who is your other Afrobeat icon that you have been looking up to and you have been jamming to their music?
Davido, yeah. Shout out. Hey, I love Davido. But also Burna Boy is lit.
Yeah.
It's fire. Yeah, and also WizKid.
WizKid, if you were to rank them, I'll be asking you later, if you were to rank them, perhaps you shall be knowing about your ranking of these three different.
I want to be crucified, man. There are people coming for me. But I have to say, Davido
is doing the most. Davido is doing the most. Davido, of course, has been on the news for quite a minute because of the things that is happening with him, and supposedly he has a new girlfriend. Yes. And people do say that no one never knew that Davido would date Chioma, because they even made a song. I remember, what is the name of the song? There's a song where it says he actually sings. Sings for Chioma. Right now, it seems like things are not working out very good. But big up to Davido. He has been represented for the Afrobeat for a minute. But there has been a discussion about who owns Afrobeat, or who is the king of Afrobeat. Some people do say it's WizKid. Other people get to say it's Burna Boy, and of course, other people also get to put Davido on the conversation. For the 254 music scene, we have seen Afrobeat taking over for a minute, and we can actually say that the potential is still there, because we are all asking one important question today. Has Afrobeat reached its pinnacle? Has Afrobeat gotten to its utmost potential, or is there still more that you can expect to get from the Afrobeat artists. You know, some people say right now, you know, things are also difficult because there is also a new kind of music, drill, coming all the way from the UK and West Africa. We also do have Amapiano coming all the way from South Africa. You know, so many people are talking about this convention. But have you also been following the scene and noticed about this innovation or this competition coming from
I have. I'd say I have. And I think if they're not really careful, like Amapiano might take over, even the drills. What do you think? What's your opinion?
For me, I think that Afrobeat is still. I think Afrobeat might be there for me because last year people are not able to release as much music as they would have. One of the things is that you know, people are not able to shoot videos because of COVID-19. So I believe there is a big backlog of music that hasn't been released, especially Afrobeat. And therefore, if you're talking about maybe some of the best music, like they say, wazuri hawajazaliwa, so I also think that, you know, the best music also hasn't been released in terms of the Afrobeat. But there was also the opportunity for drill to come up, and you know, artists coming from the UK and especially artists born in Africa, British Africans, like, let me call them British Africans. They were the ones being involved in drill, and there is also the kind of Amapiano coming from South Africa. It has taken over. I think last year Amapiano was trending, and even this year it's being taken to another level. But for today, we are asking: is the Afrobeat music, has the Afrobeat music reached its pinnacle, or is there more that you can expect from the Afrobeat? Personally, I think that Afrobeat is sort of is there to stay for a minute, but I'm also looking and seeing that there is also an invasion of the industry where we can have more artists doing the most. For example, we have about the Amapiano artist. The name of the song, we shall be playing a little bit of Afrobeat and the Amapiano, but before then, I want to talk a little bit about the recent Grammy Awards. You remember there was a recent Grammy, and we do have one of the artists winning.
Yeah, Burna Boy.
Yeah, Burna Boy.
The guy is representing us. Like he's doing good. He's really doing good. He won for best
world global music album. It was a global music album.
That was very, like, that was so good. That was amazing.
He did represent, because if you look at the music that he put out, he had collaborations with some of the best artists in the industry. He did work with one of the songs is known as Monsters You Made, and these features are Coldplay artists. It goes on the name of Chris Martin, and that is one of my favorite songs on the album. He also did feature Stormzy. Stormzy from the UK. The name of the song was Real Life, and of course, if you haven't heard Real Life, you're actually missing in on a lot. And at some point, he said that he wanted to label the music African Giant 2, but he decided not to name it African Giant 2. He decided to name it as Twice as Tall, and Twice as Tall has done the most. But even if you look at the production was done. The executive producer of this project was P. Diddy. And as some people might say, if anything has been produced by P. Diddy, then that is going to be a hit. I don't know what you think. Do you think maybe he should have worked with African producers, or do you think that it was a good move for him to go and work with P. Diddy, who is from the US?
I think it was a good move, because it helps in growing. Like, if it was an African artist, I think you'd not go to the extremes, like out of your boundaries, like out of your box. So I think it was a good experience. It was a good experience
for him getting to work with the likes of P. Diddy. P. Diddy, of course, P. Diddy is an icon. He has worked with the likes. He has worked with the likes of Bad Boy. What do you call him? Biggie Smalls. And Biggie Smalls did put in some really good work, and of course we remember him for a project known as Ready to Die, and of course he died a little bit a while after that particular album. We shall not be talking about Biggie and Did It for today. We are talking about our two icons. Last year was also a big year for WizKid. WizKid also did drop an album. The name of the album was Made in Lagos. And Made in Lagos also did have a good collaborations. You know, if you look at the likes of Damian Marley was also on that particular project. The name of the song was Blessed. But I always keep on asking, you know, when it comes to Burna Boy and WizKid, about the personalities, leave alone the music. Who do you think has a better personality between these two? I know they reign on Afrobeat, but in terms of personality, not for personality. I'm just saying about not even the music. Of course, both are talented. For personality, I know you have watched some interviews with Burna Boy. You have watched some interviews with WizKid, you know, and also maybe perhaps some live performances. Who do you think has a better personality between these two individuals for you?
Wow. Personally, I'd say WizKid.
Yeah.
Because I think I know more of where like he came from. Like
talking about Ojo Legba, he says everyone knows my story. I don't know WizKid's story, so I wouldn't talk much of
I
it.
relate more with him. What about you?
For me, I think I would also go with the WizKid because Burna Boy at some point he was in Burna Boy is known to storm out of interviews and just ignore, see if nothing was there. And I also know about another individual, Davido, who was also stormed from an interview with Larry Madowo. There was an interview in Nairobi, it was on the trend, and Davido had just come in Nairobi, he was about to perform in one of the concerts, and then he decided to really, he said cut, and he left the interview, and it was halfway, and Larry Madowo had nothing to do. Of course, Larry Madowo right now is doing big in the BBC, which is actually a good thing, but nonetheless, personality matters a lot. If you come to think of it, there's some people who do not have much of personality. We shall be playing two songs. One of the songs is Real Life, and this is by the one and only Burna Boy, and we shall be hearing, who do you think reigns on Afrobeat? Is it Burna Boy or is it WizKid? That is also another question. And also, do you think that Afrobeat has reached its pinnacle, or is there more potential? Is there more we can expect from this kind of music? This is Real Life by the one and only Burna Boy.
It's like movie. Music is, the music you make is life. It's like real life. It's important for you to understand, stay in mind in the life you live, and where you're at right now. Can't you see that time in my left? I'm just a sight to slide on my enemies. I go along on a line for the enemy. I bring a different vibe when I'm stepping in. If a nigga ain't right, I'm correcting it. Everybody know for sure I'm gonna take it there. So close your keys and dot your eyes on the message. I never subscribe to guys on the internet. Never got that clout to the lies to the press again. But then you take it for the fool like you never been. Don't bother with lies and wise when I'm checking me. I'm interacting them back to the sender. You see the reality, I got arrested me. You don't see the movie when I was telling me. I never like the rest of them. Yes, we are blessed, but it's harder to see sometimes. I'm trying to find my peace so bad. You said how could you be so bad about it? You just follow your dreams and you live your life. I need something to believe in. Wanna be the reason, so please say you won't leave.
This is Black Hot Fire Radio, media for the 21st century.
I got the pretty lady with no light, no stress. She got her own, but she needs some love. She got her own, but she needs some love. Cause you know me say I wanna really make her love. Let me say I wanna make her that stress. You tell me say I wanna make she warm. You tell me say I really make her calm. You tell me say I really keep her warm. Wind up her body, baby, wind that. She tell me say my dog make her wind that. She tell me say my dog make her climax. She tell me say I only me make her move. Baby, can feel her right now. Girl, your body can do me right now. Girl, so many things in my mind now. Make it suck, make her fuck, baby, right now. I've been waiting for the night. But it ain't right.
Yes, that is a little bit of some wonderful vibes by the one and only WizKid, and I was asking, what do you think reigns between WizKid and also Burna Boy? That is, the name of the song is No Stress. Is of course No Stress right here on the X for sure, and we're hanging out with the main man Spikes alongside Scom Marie. You can get to check her out on YouTube. She's actually one of the best upcoming YouTubers in the 254. She's doing the most in terms of fashion as well as arts and lifestyle and culture. Can you tell us briefly before we get back in the music, what is your YouTube all about, and of course how can people really find you on that channel?
Also, guys, you can find me at Skomari. That's my channel handle. My videos are mostly about like vlogs, fashion, beauty, fun. Yeah, that's
na sherehe pia.
fun.
It's all good. She says she doesn't give me na sherehe videos. It's all about lifestyle and fashion, which is really a good vibe right there. Make sure you check her out. We shall also be sharing her YouTube link on the description box after this particular video, which is really a nice vibe. And let me ask you something between these two songs, man, Real Life and No Stress. they are a little bit different because real life it's more of what is happening in life when you say who live about, no stress, you can live your life free. Which is your favorite? Not really without caring, but bila kujifunga funga. Between these two songs, again as a pick, maybe it's jamming more than the other.
Real life.
Real life is more more realistic in terms of like content. It's not a bad way because. But it depends also on the mood, if you're talking about partying and just chilling out, I think also no stress is also the time for you. Because music also matters with the kind of a mood that you are in whatever moment that you might be also be jamming to that particular music. But also getting back in the conversation, you have seen also, WizKid winning a Grammy. I always do say that Grammys do not really show the amount of talent that someone has. And of course, this is what has to be. Kid, you're asking Spice, don't you? And come, you have to go get it. Yes, we are. We are going to get that particular test in the afternoon. That is what's up at 2 p.m. And we do have some time between now and in the afternoon. Shall be getting it in the afternoon. But of course, asking more questions. This is Ascom, of course, in the studio with us, and this is 254 Express. And I would just like to ask you one more thing. When it comes to Amapiano and also this is Amapiano and also drill. Do you think that these have the potential to come and overtake the Afrobeat?
I think so. If they're not careful, because I'm a big fan of drill music. IH, Stonzy, AJ. Like yes, I listen to a lot of drill music and Amapiano. But I think they are good artists in all genres. So like. Yeah, if they're not careful, yes, because drills they actually have a massive crowd, army people,
they have so many people that are falling up and taking out the vibe, and it's actually a good thing because everyone has the potential to express themselves either in Afrobeat or either in the drill music. You can also get to express yourself in all these different kinds of genres of music. There's some people who will say, I cannot do Afrobeat, I cannot do bongo, I cannot do that, I cannot do tarab, I cannot do reggae. But nonetheless, at the end of the day, it's all about versatility. If you feel that you can express yourself also in Afrobeat and Amapiano, I think we might also see the kinds of WizKid, working with on some Amapiano song. I would not, you might see a collaboration.
Davido has worked on an Amapiano song.
Oh, okay.
It's vocalistic and it's fire.
Oh, okay. I haven't heard about that particular one, but it's really something maybe to check out for and see whether it's jamming or whether it's just another thing. Davido is not to be doing the most. We shall be winding up and doing a little bit of one jam by Davido. But before then, I would just like to ask the family. Do you think that Afrobeat has reached its pinnacle? Because right now there's a lot of dilution, one might call it so. Amapiano is coming up from South Africa. It's a big competition to Afrobeat. We also do have this drill. It's also coming from the UK. It's actually being done by most Africans. And these are Africans in the UK, Africans in England. They're doing the type of music known as drill. And it's coming for Afrobeat. We might also see now Afrobeat getting absorbed into drill. Or Afrobeat getting absorbed into Amapiano. Like I said, South Africans do really know how to support their music, and all the time you will find South Africans really behind their own song. They do their own dances. The Nigerians also do their own dances. But we are all African. Even if you go to the UK, you'll find Africans doing almost something similar. You'll hear about this challenge, that other challenge, the other challenge, and at the end of the day, it's all challenges that have to bring our people back together. Because I believe music is a connector. It's a unifying factor. If we talk about Afrobeat, Amapiano, drill, all these things, and even you'll find even Taarab or even Bongo, this is music that brings people together. I might not know what they're saying in Amapiano. I don't know. Do you know any South African language, or do you get to understand what they're saying in Amapiano?
90% no. I don't.
90%.
But it's fun, especially the beats, how they dance, the soil and jet, just good vibes.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, I will not know what they are saying. Even I have heard some music from Burkina Faso, and also some African music coming also from, is it Mali? Yes, for example, Salif Keita, he does some wonderful music, but if you ask me what he's saying, I have no idea. But right here on the Blackwood Fire Network, we are about supporting African talent and also unifying our people. That is why I do believe that whether be it Amapiano or the drill or the Afrobeat, we are all here for that music. And as Com also, like she said, she has been listening to a little bit of Amapiano. Who are some of your favorite artists in Amapiano before even we get to winding up?
Oh my god. I'd say Shasha.
Shasha is doing good.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Is Shasha?
Yes.
Is she South African?
Yes.
Oh,
she's
okay.
South African, yeah.
And also, how about these other drill? Do you listen to any drill?
Yes.
He's
actually 20 and he's
He's a youngster, 20 years old, taking over the industry. I will be taking him out. I do not know it. Kid, are you saying I can't hear that shit? Those kids are making all that noise. There are no kids in school. There are no kids are not in school, kid. That is why you might not be able to hear a lot of what is happening with us right here in the studio. But of course, this is Asko Marie. She is actually also a fashion and music enthusiast, and she has been doing putting out some content from the 254. Make sure to check out her channel. Also get to her channel. Don't guys say welcome back to my channel. That is the most boring thing you'll hear every other day. Welcome back to my channel, and then guys are doing all poses. It's crazy. But nonetheless, I think people should also find more creative ways to welcome back guys to their channel. You know, people say welcome, it's crazy. But nonetheless, this is the expression right here on the Black Coach Fan Network. We always do love the support and appreciate everyone. We shall be coming live to you from Tanzania next week. If you do not find us on this particular channel, we shall also be on the other one, or we might also stream on those two channels. We shall be putting out much more content from the way all the way in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, as well as Zanzibar later on. And we want to appreciate everyone that has been supporting the stream. If you would like to do so, you can also cash up Mr. Blackout Fire. We would be glad to invite you right here on the Blackout Fire Network. Scom, do you have some closing remarks for your people? Or no, would you have